Now, so we've done a quick recap on tangents. So just drawing a tangent from a point to a circle. What we are now going to move on to drawing are what are called external and internal tangents. So an external tangent is a tangent, once again, only this time it touches two circles. So remember, a tangent touches a circle at one point only. And this tangent here, the external one, touches the outside of both the circles at one point only. The internal tangent, on the other hand, just passes inside both the circles, and it still only comes into contact with it at one point on each circle. So external and internal tangents. Now, in front of me, I have an A4 page stuck on. I've divided the page in half. And on this, I'm going to practice drawing an external tangent on either side. So on the left hand side of the page, now it is important this time that you get the radius of your circles exactly spot on. So the radius is very important this time, that you get it really accurate. Now all I'm doing here is I'm picking 2 points on my page. So on your own page you can do something similar to this. And these are going to be the center points of my circles. Now my first circle is going to be radius 40. So that circle there is radius 40. And my second circle is going to be radius 20. Now, try position them on your page somewhere fairly similar to mine. Next, what I want to do is draw a tangent which touches both the circles there at one point only, an external tangent. Now I have to do construction, I can't just line it up like that with my set square and do it. So how are we going to go about this using the information that we already know, or the knowledge we already have about drawing tangents? Now, if you look at the screen there now, I have just a SolidWorks sketch done up, and I have 2 circles and an external tangent, and you can see the point of contact at each end of the line where it touches off those circles. Now, what we need to actually do on our drawing page to be able to draw this tangent, if you imagine if we take our 2 circles and we shrink them right down until one of them becomes a point. Now you will notice that the circle on the right has gotten smaller. So say if we say that was radius 20, it has gotten 20 millimeters smaller and turned into a point. The larger circle on the left has been reduced by that same distance, the same 20 millimeters. So what we need to do on our drawing page now is reduce the smaller circle to a point and reduce the larger circle by the same amount. So I will jump back now to my drawing page and explain how we will do that. So, if I reduce my radius 20 circle to a point, it will get 20 millimeters smaller. Therefore, I need to reduce my radius 40 circle by that same 20 millimeters. So, radius 40 minus radius 20 is equal to 20 millimeters. So I'm going to now draw a smaller circle, radius 20. I'm going to draw this inside my larger one, so the very same center point, and this is just the construction line. So there we are. We have a smaller circle, radius 20. What I now want to do So if you imagine, like I showed you on SolidWorks, this circle is reduced to a point. I want to do the construction to draw a tangent from that point to the outside of my new circle. So like I've showed you just in that little recap, I'm going to join them like so. And I'm going to bisect that line. Just like that. Now it's just coincidence that that is bisected very close there to the circumference of the larger circle. And then I'm going to draw my semicircle. So if we forget about the larger circles for a moment and just picture I'm drawing a tangent from this point to the outside of the smaller circle. So that there would be my point of contact. That will be my tangent. Now I don't want you to draw that. What I do want you to draw is a normal. So the center of the circle to the point of contact, and I want you to extend that normal out. Okay, now normally I would draw that tangent there, but that is not the right tangent. That's not the tangent I want. I want a tangent touching the outside of both the larger circles. So I've put in a normal there. Now I know that a tangent is always 90 degrees to a normal. What I actually have now, where I've extended the normal out where it touches the larger circle, is my point of contact for my external tangent. Next step, I want you to use your sliding set squares. And we're going to draw a line parallel to the normal from the center of my radius 20 circle. And that is going to give me a second point of contact. And from there then, I'm going to join those 2 points of contact. And that gives me my external tangent. We're going to do one more example on the right hand side of the page here. So I'm just going to pick 2 center points again, and I'm going to do a smaller circle, radius 20, and a larger circle, radius 35. Like so. Now, next step then, I need to reduce my 2 circles until the smaller one becomes a point. So if I reduce this to a point, it will get 20 millimeters smaller. Therefore, the radius 35 has to get 20 millimeters smaller at the radius. So I will subtract 20 from 35. So 35 minus 20 will be equal 15. So I will now set my compass to 15. And I'm going to draw on my smaller circle. Now I'm just going to call the centre there point P, and I want to do my construction as if I was drawing a tangent from P to my smaller radius 35 circle, or my smaller, radius 15 circle. So I join P to the centre. I bisect the line. like so. And then I will draw in my semicircle on top there. What I would now have, if I was drawing my tangent from P to the radius 15 circle, I would have my point of contact and I could draw the tangent. However, I'm not going to draw in that tangent, but what I am going to draw is the normal. So I see where my semicircle intersects the radius 15. I join that to the centre and extend it out. And that there would be my normal. I am going to go parallel to that normal. And draw my second normal up here, so the two normals are parallel. And then where the normal intersects the larger circles, I will label it POC, POC, and there's my tangent. And that is how we draw external tangents.